The only reason you were created is to help your friends on the farm.
Abortion should be legal. It's a woman's right.
Pollution? Pollution is a thing made by China.
Look around! The ice caps, the polar bears, the polar bears!
Next thing you're gonna tell us you believe in the Holocaust.
You were there!
Oh yeah.
You're probably wondering why we're in this situation. Let's start from the beginning.
It all started when they found me under a bridge. Unfortunately, I was abandoned because my mother had a fleeting encounter with a passing soldier. My mother tried to fend for herself, but I was too weak to work on the farm, and so she prayed for my future, lit up some herbs, and left me there. That's where they found me.
And then they took you in as if you were their own mangy, naked mole rat.
What?
Okay, you two need to stop. He's not a mangy naked mole rat, and it wasn't just you back then. Quit making your situation sound terrible. Everyone back then was abandoning their kids or not loving them because everyone died.
Yeah, your parents probably would have sold you for a loaf of bread.
Enough of that, you two. You all know that the only way we'd be able to get a job is if we moved into the city, because they're the only people accepting work for unmarried women.
She's right. That place was a hub for industrial revolution. That was the only way we were getting paid, even if the sanitation was terrible.
And the hours were terrible, and also, the social welfare was non-existent at the time.
So then they left England and went to France because they heard that Paris was new and improved. Napoleon III wrecked it and made it cleaner. They even had sewers. And they had a basic knowledge of sanitation. Look, there's Louis Pasteur. Oh, he looks damn sexy. Like damn, he's hot. And thank God that he discovered that in order to denature the protein, you must boil it, because my orphanage was actually in the middle of a cholera outbreak. And that could have killed me.
Now we can be back to being a loving family. Back to the story.
The mid-1800s were a bad time. It was the nationalist rebellions that eventually convinced us that we were going to be stuck here for a while. When World War I broke out, people celebrated. That quickly changed. Will was drafted and the rest of us served as nurses during the war. With the creation of the machine gun, death became something that could happen on a much larger scale. It was the indiscriminate slaughter of those on the front lines that quickly led to the disillusionment during the war. All the boys in the neighborhood went into that war as a squadron, and only Will came out of it. It was devastating.
Michael, no!
Get out of there! We need to the next scene!
Fine. It brought so much change in society and culture.
Yeah, consumerism was the name of the game in this time. Wartime technology was quickly repurposed to suit the new needs of the world at peace.
Now so many people had access to new gadgets that made their lives easier. Can you imagine how happy all the housewives were when they didn't have to hand wash all the laundry? Yeah, but not everyone's able to benefit from this prosperous time. You're right. Segregation was still a rampant issue and equality was not achievable for all.
Just look at how African American patients were treated at hospitals and clinics.
Oh yeah, the Tuskegee syphilis experiment is just one way the basic human rights were violated. OMG, remember Henrietta Lacks? The way their cells were blatantly used without any compensation just shows how unfair the system was to the already subjugated. Her cells were ripped from her unconscious body, then used to benefit the unfair system that worked against Henrietta and her own family. The unfairness of it all. The injustice. Ah! Whoa. Okay, calm down. She was getting free medical care, you know. That's not the point. They should have gotten informed consent. Just because it was free does not mean that medicine has... Oh, no. Just because it was free and medicine had improved does not mean that human rights can be pushed aside.
Not to silence the minority, but moving on.
Come on, guys, I'm trying to game!
Unbeknownst to the majority of society, the effects of consumerism would have lasting impacts on the environment, and this would become a major topic of interest for most of the world's political leaders.
I mean, just look at our local beaches. You can see the remnants of consumeristic culture scattered along the shoreline. Bits of plastic and discarded shoes litter the beaches, ruining the picturesque landscape and endangering the wildlife.
It becomes so easy for almost irreparable damages to be made. It only takes a couple of hours for thousands of gallons of sewage to leak into a harbor. People have begun to think that they won't make a difference. Why would it matter if they dumped their trash into the drain pipes? They were only one person after all. What could they possibly be able to do to make a difference?
Not to mention that air pollution seen today, following World War II, all the factories that were producing tanks and fighter jets were repurposed to produce cars and commercial airlines.
And the uptick in factory production, along with other sources of course, led to more heat being released into the atmosphere, which is why global warming is so prevalent today. Do you want polar bears to die? Because they are.
The cost of progress is not just a side effect of modernization, it is a result of lazy, ignorant people who refuse to realize the fact that they can make a difference.
So fucking recycle, guys! Help! She's dying!
I found her like this morning. I think she has something our new modern technology can fix.
Just shoot her with some pain meds already.
No!
All we have to do is give her some antibiotics.
We're lucky this is curable. In my orphanage, we would have all died off.
Sanitation and medicine just weren't up to snuff. At least now, with the recent developments in medicine, the quality of life in many first world countries has greatly improved. People are living longer, healthier, and more fuller lives.
Can someone please just get me my meds?
It's so nice to have access to food every day.
And with all the apps, food delivery, there's so much stuff. I mean, all it takes is one swipe of a button to get food. It's so easy.
Alright, stop talking about food. We gotta help her!
Do we though?
We kinda do. We don't want her to die. She's our mother. We can't let her die.
Juliet, we just ate. Get off your phone and tell us about your day.
What? It's not like social media is killing my soul like some things are.
Okay, it's still rude. Put your phone away, damn it.
Yeah, even if being more connected to the World Wide Web is important to you, you still need to be connected to the people closest to you.
Well, come on! Trump just tweeted something. I need to come up with the Comfifi memes.
I don't care if Trump and Hillary are literally duking it out on the White House lawn. You put your phone away.
Mom!
Hey, do not look at me. She's not wrong about either your phones or our latest president.
So what I've gotten from all this is that progress sucks. I mean, they have global wars, atomic bombs, a two-party system where debates are basically verbal abuse death matches.
What? No! Progress is good. We have vaccines, antibiotics, democracy, human rights, and these are all just great things.
That is not the way the Germans pronounce it, Juliet! That is nicht gut!
Where debates are basically verbal abuse.
Je m'appelle Bastien! Oui, oui, Bastien! Je m'appelle Alouetta! Oui, Bastien! Juliet! Pamplemousse!
What's the art that makes people crazy? Science made people irrational and drove them insane.
Well, I mean,
Germany's successful strategy of blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg?
Isn't that the cream cheese?
Give me that neck!